Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Coco Melanin, back again for another weekly video. For another weekly video, I got my toddler here, and she just woke up, so she's so cute. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Yeah. That's two. There's two people. Two. Yeah. We had hair day yesterday. Or she had hair day yesterday. So her scarf came off in the middle of the night. But her hair is still looking very good. Very soft, very moisturized, very demure, very nice. She has a way tighter curl pattern than mine, but also, to be honest, like, I ain't even gonna lie, when my hair, when I was a kid, like, you know, my hair used to shrink up like that too, because her hair is actually, like, literally, the shrinkage is really disrespectful, because it's, like, literally down her back. Like, I can't even believe it. And here I am doing stuff to, like, grow her hair even longer. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why would I do this? Making more problems for myself. But actually, I will say last night, she did pretty good with her hair routine in the bathtub. So she did pretty good. She did really good with her hair routine last night. So we got gymnastics today. I have another fun video for you guys. But first, I'm going to go take my toddler and get her situated, and then we're going to get back to it. She'll probably be in and out of the video because she's always in and out of, you know, in and out of the room doing whatever. So, 1 second, and we'll be back to it. All right, I'm back. Welcome to the channel. Coco Melanin here, or Alex Ninja, whichever you would like to call me. It's up to you. We're back at it again for our weekly dose of ADHD chaos, with a little bit of, you know, regulation, a little bit of, I don't know, spontaneity, randomness, all organized into the most concrete little package that we possibly can get. I'm trying to fix my phone case, so. We're back at it again. Welcome. This week's video, got another fun poem for you guys. Really excited about that. Honestly, today's video topic is honestly not even that coherent, to be honest. It's really more about waiting. That's what the topic of today's video is, the topic of waiting. Just like the feeling of what it feels like to wait for something, for someone, for anything, just to wait. We've all experienced it before. We all know what it's like. We've all, you know, had to wait for something, or, you know, something, an event, a thing, an item, a person, whatever. Like, we've all had to wait. So that's what today's video is about. I'm super tired today. The moon is in Scorpio. Yay! I love a good natal moon. It's my favorite. Every time the moon is in my sign, I'm just like, is in my, like, natal moon sign, like, because I'm a Scorpio moon. It always, I'm just like, oh. All right, so I can prepare for today to just be, a lot. Like, I don't want to sit here and be like, you know, oh, the day is already ruined. I've been awake for, like, an hour and a half. Like, the day is not ruined. It's just started. But as a Scorpio moon, one thing that I know is that I can get pretty moody. And I'm also a Cancer rising, so I'm ruled by the moon. So, and it's also Gemini season, and I'm a Gemini. So, yeah, it's just kind of like a triple. It's kind of, I'm a triple threat today, you know, like, that makes it sound a little bit better. I'm a triple threat today, you know, like, you might get cussed out. I might slap you. I might just walk away from you with no words. I may not talk to anybody today. I may just keep to myself because fuck the world and everyone in it. I don't know. Like, it depends. The moods go all over the place. But actually, to be honest, if I'm being really honest about my emotional state, while I am experiencing a lot of emotions right now, more so related to my life situations and like the dream that I had last night, because of course, if you're a Scorpio moon and a Cancer rising and the moon is in Scorpio, of course, the first thing you're going to get is a traumatizing dream. Why? Because of course, why wouldn't Mother Moon, why wouldn't Mama Moon send you a traumatizing dream? Of course she is. That's just what happens. It's normal. You get used to it. But also at the same time, no, you don't. Because like each and every time it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like I woke up at 4 in the morning. Like that was the most disturbing thing that I've dreamed in a while. That was disturbing as fuck. And it was more disturbing because of like the feelings that went with it. It was more disturbing because of like what was not seen in the dream. It wasn't like, oh, I watched 20 people get murdered. I'm a Scorpio moon. Who gives a shit? I'm not saying that I don't give a shit about 20 people being murdered, but it's like, I mean, honestly, that's just gore for no reason. That's not terrifying. I mean, like, if you're the 20 people getting murdered, I mean, yeah, that's actually pretty terrifying. So I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, like, watching it in a dream is just kind of like, I mean, oh, okay, oh my goodness, I'm having another Michael Myers dream. So scary. Like, whoo. No, I'm a Scorpio moon. The types of things that I find scary are the real things that are scary. I'm talking psychological terror. That's the type of shit that happens when you're Scorpio moon and the moon is in Scorpio. You experience psychological terror. You know, like watching a it's like watching a Jordan Peele flick, you know? It's like there's no like excessive gore, you know? You're not seeing guts flying everywhere, but you are absolutely terrified the entire time. Your subconscious is in an uproar. Like, what the hell is this and why are we doing it? Whose mind created this and how can we put the concept back in there? Like it's that sort of thing. And mine was related to my situation. So it's just like, I was sort of feeling like, I woke up like, yo, what the fuck? Are we serious? Like, was that a message or was that a dream? Was it a message or was it a dream? And Spirit's just sitting there like, yes. And I'm like, was it a message or was it a dream? And Spirit is just like, hello. Hi, Susu. Oh, tay doody booty. My milk. Susu, Doodle. Oh, now I'm gonna have to like put eggplants on her little face. So they are not eggplants. I don't know, some fruit or something to like cover her face. Hi, yo, Susu. Hi, yo. I see Susu. I see my doodle. Yum, 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 yum. I see you, you little milk. She's so silly. Yeah. Cuddle. I cuddle my little doodle. Okay. Anyway, I guess we're doing the video like this today. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Stinky. Oh, yeah. What do you want? You want my purse? You can have my purse. Here. It's empty. You can have it. All right. I don't even remember where I was at, but yeah, psychological torture. Like, it's literally the type of stuff I dream about is like, wow, whose head did this come out of? And how can we stuff it way down deep back in there? How can we put that back in the underworld and make sure that that never bubbles to the surface again? Wow, that was terrible. It's that sort of thing. So it's like, child, I am like feeling a lot of different emotions, but I was journaling about it this morning, and I noticed something. It's fun when you notice like little specks of like growth in yourself. And it's like, you know, wow, I really am becoming a new person, because who does stuff like this? And not like who does stuff like this as in like a bad thing, but just like, when did I start doing that, you know? And I'm just like, you know, noticing different emotions like coming up and differentiating themselves. And I'm thinking like, I'm just kind of sitting there and just like observing my emotions. And of course, this is something you learn in therapy all the time. But it's like, for somebody like me, who's a Scorpio moon, and my emotions are really intense. They're intense in every direction. There is no gray area. There is full intensity. There is full, we are going to die. We are so happy that we feel like we're going to die. We are so sad that we feel like we are going to die. Like, I am so angry that I feel like I am this close to murdering somebody. Like, the emotions are intense, and they're always at the extreme end of the totem pole every single time. Okay, let me stop saying totem pole, because actually I'm pretty sure that's like offensive, and that's not even the word that I was looking to use. The scale, that's not the word I was looking for either, but my brain is blanking on it. So I apologize to anybody who heard that and was like, really, bitch, you said totem pole. I'm very sorry for that. Take full responsibility. In any event, yeah, so like, it's always at the extreme end of the spectrum. That's the freaking word I was looking for. Spectrum. Like, spectrum and like, those are two completely different things, but I'm not going to say it again to prove that point. In any event, like I said, the emotions are always towards the extreme end of the spectrum, regardless of what emotion it is. So it's like realizing and noticing myself actually like sitting here and thinking like, huh, that's an interesting emotion. I would have judged myself for having that feeling before. I wonder why that's there. That's interesting. Like, actually being like curious about my own emotional state and being like, okay, going from like, wow, this dream really freaked me the fuck out, let's never do that again, to being like, okay, there's a message in this dream. What's this dream trying to tell me? And then to, now how is experiencing that and knowing that and having that information floating around my physical body making me feel? That's interesting. And I still feel like there are some other emotions that are still kind of like bringing themselves to the surface. Like with me, I have to sit with my emotions for like quite some time for them. I see you got some change. Oh, look at you. You got some change. Ooh, 10-10 on the clock. Noticing, I've been seeing 10-10 a lot, which is, you know, apt for what I'm going through. Makes sense. What was I saying? Yeah, like noticing that like I'm having an emotion that I would have judged myself for before. But like instead noticing that like I'm sitting there and thinking like, huh, that's interesting. I'm curious about you. Okay. And then just like kind of like sitting there and like separating myself from my emotions. And this wasn't something that I consciously did. Like, I don't know, maybe like my spirit team is helping me to do that, because it almost feels like that's not me. That don't sound like me. Like my emotions, I become my emotions. I am the emotions. Like, okay, I'm not, but like, that's how I've been in the past. Like the emotions were so intense. And unfortunately, I kind of had to like, you know, really raise myself emotionally and mentally, you know, and be, you know, kind of the firstborn daughter. So it was like, I never learned how to, you know, I had to learn how to self-soothe. And most of the time that self-soothing came with a voice that was not my own. It came with my father's. It wasn't a gentle voice. It wasn't like, you know, your mother's voice when like, you know, she's like, you know, oh, it's going to be okay. It wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't self-regulation in like the positive sense. It was like self-regulation and like, let's just shame ourselves for being a human being, because we are constantly shamed for being a human being. So we are going to also adopt that voice, because that is what has taught us how to deal with ourselves. So like I would have these really intense emotions, and then I would intensely self-blame, feel shame, so on and so forth about having those incredibly deep emotions, and feel like, I'm too much, like I'm too emotional, I'm too this, I'm too that, or whatever. Which is why even when my daughter is having a wildly irrational emotional response, I literally am like, it's okay, girl. You're all right. We can, you know what? It be like that sometimes. I don't like when somebody touches my shoe either. And like, even though I, as an adult do not understand, that feeling. I was a toddler once too, and toddlers get very like emotionally intense over the smallest things. And I get very emotionally intense over the smallest things, or at least I have in the past. And sometimes still do. Like, I'm human. Not too much on me. So it's like, I can understand where that comes from. And instead of being like, girl, that ain't even nothing to be mad about, I try my best most of the time to be like, because again, I'm a mom, I'm not perfect, I'm a human person, like I'm doing my best here, which is leagues away from, what I grew up with. So I'm gonna take it as a win. Sorry, I just felt like I had like a big wave of like an emotion that wasn't really clear. Like, again, sometimes emotions come up for me and they're just intense and they just take over the moment, and I don't have a name for them, and they're just there, and I just have to be like, okay, so we just going with it. We're just feeling the energy here. We're letting the energy move through move through us, and just allowing it to do its thing, like gonna take it day by day. I'm gonna go on a walk today with my toddler to try to like move out some of this energy, because I got some rage in my fascia that needs to get out. And I got this for Mother's Day. It says Mama on it, and I love it. I'm wearing it backwards, which is why you can see that it says Mama. But I'm just too lazy to fix it. I don't know what that means about me, but I'm too lazy to fix it. But I really like the necklace. I really do. Back to what I was saying though, like, I try my best to like be compassionate to her emotions, even if I can't do anything about it in the moment. Like, girl, we're not having a popsicle for breakfast. Like, we're not doing that. And I understand that that's making you upset, and you're allowed to be upset. But, boundaries are still a thing or whatever. So like, to catch myself personally, like, after, to bring it back to the point, to catch myself just kind of sitting there, like, watching my emotions come up and pass by like little balloons in front of my face or whatever, just floating up, like, oh, okay, that's sadness, huh? That's fear, huh? That's anxiety. Interesting. Excuse me. It's just kind of like, it's not necessarily new for me. I felt it before, but it's like, when you're like developing a new trait or a new skill and it's not consistent, or not necessarily not consistent, it's just not something all the time. It's weird to like, it's still in the beginning, so it's still like a shock to me every time it happens, that I'm just kind of sitting here like, oh, now I understand, like, in actual practicality, what it means to observe your emotions and to not become them. And as a Scorpio moon, as a very emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually sensitive individual, it can be very hard to separate yourself from emotions, yours, other people's, like, animals, situations, the energy just sitting in a room. Like, it can be incredibly hard to separate yourself from that energy. It is incredibly difficult. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of work, which is also why I'm an introvert and I don't like being in strange places. I will definitely dip out of a room because of the vibes, without a doubt. Like, if the vibe is like, this is tense and I'm uncomfortable, I'm going to leave. I will just go, because I do not have the extra energy to spend like transmuting the energy of every room that I walk in. Like, I really don't. Like, girl, I'm learning to build the capacity to do that. And like, sometimes I'm still learning like the difference between like my energy, somebody else's. I feel like I'm transmuting my own energy and just like the energy of like, I don't know, just like the day, the astrological energy of the day that is, you know, affecting me and my energy. And I'm just kind of trying to like move through what I'm feeling and what's coming up. Like, I keep feeling like I have to take a deep breath. Like I just keep feeling like this. There's like, my chest is just like, ugh, like it's feeling like there's just like so much energy in my chest right now. And I'm feeling like I just need to like keep taking deep breaths. And I feel like I'm moving really fast, but like I'm not. And I kind of just want to stay here and just kind of like lay here, because the energy is just kind of like crazy. Like, that's like wild. Like, I'm it's kind of weird. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if this is the first time that I'm experiencing something like this, or if this is the first time that I'm like literally feeling energy move through my body. Like, it's interesting to notice that. It's interesting. Definitely. And it's like, it's not like I can't like move through it or whatever. It's not like, oh, I just feel like, oh, I'm gonna lay down. But like, I can definitely feel like, okay, ooh. I can definitely feel like, oh, okay, all right. this is some, we're doing some stuff today for sure. We're doing some energy, body, physical work is happening right now for sure. So, and you know what? I appreciate that. I am honored to have the ability to do stuff like that, and to be able to do it for myself, and hopefully one day for others as well. So that's cool. In any event, yeah, like, it's weird to notice myself like actually separating myself from my emotions and being like, wow, I actually don't have to. Not saying that you do not have to feel your feelings, but also like in some instances, it's just like, it's good to step away from the feeling and just kind of observe what's happening. Because I guess for me in this moment, it's creating a sort of like, it's creating the ability for me to be able to like consciously make decisions or consciously respond to a situation. That doesn't mean that I don't need to feel that I'm scared, or feel that I'm anxious, or feel that, you know, I'm angry, or feel like, what the hell was that? Like, it doesn't mean that I'm not like feeling those emotions. It kind of gives you the ability to jump out and jump in. It gives you the ability to like, especially for a Scorpio moon, to get in those deep waters, but it also teaches you how to swim back up. Because like, my problem in my life has been, I have a hard time swimming back up. I will go all the way down into the deep, dark depths of Hades. I will go straight into motherfucking Tartarus, and then I will stay there. And then wonder why I'm unhappy all the time. Bitch, you're in Tartarus. Of course you're unhappy. Get out. Like, you don't always have to be in the shadows. Like, you can come towards the light. Like, you can go towards the light. Like, that was like the hardest thing for me. Like I'm like working on a poem about that, like, right now, honestly. Like, literally being so used to being in like the deep, dark depths, like literally searching for light and being unable to find it, when like, literally, girl, like, get out of the deep, dark depths. Yes, baby girl. Why are you eating your arm? Is it delicious? Come here, girl. I'm sorry. I got it. But yeah, like, just literally like being in the deep, dark depths. And the thing about detaching yourself from your emotions is it like kind of reminds you that like, hey, you don't have to stay down here. Hey, you don't have to like stay in this emotion. You can feel it and like release it. You can release the emotion. You can like actually step out of it. Like you can swim to the surface again and see the sun. Like she's up there. She wants to say hi. She likes you. She loves you. You know, she's your friend. You know, the moon is up there too. She wants to say hi. She loves you. You gotta get from down there. Like you just gotta swim up. And like when you don't like consciously understand how to do that, or like when you don't subconsciously or consciously understand how to do that, and your emotions are intense and you're stuck like deep down in there, like somebody telling you to like come up for air is like, the fuck do you mean come up for air? There is no air. Air doesn't exist. What are you talking about? So it's like, I'm grateful for the ability to do that. And on like the topic of just like waiting, like this entire process for me has been like a waiting process, like waiting to understand concepts that have been brought to me months ago that I'm like just now starting to get like the small inklings of, waiting to understand, waiting to have clarity, waiting to have the confidence to make a move, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the relief, and still having to function and like move forward on a daily basis. Like your pants, you want your pants on? Okay, we put your pants on. Pants on, pants on. Okay. Got one leg and two legs. Okay, and now we got our pants on. Good job. Toddlers are so cute. Yeah, so I guess like in the way that I can like bring that full circle to the topic of waiting today, which is what, you know, my poem is on. Waiting to get better, like waiting to see the growth that you've been working so hard on achieving, like waiting to actually, you know, experience that, and waiting to see the signs that like, hey, what I'm doing is actually like producing fruit. Like I'm not just planting these seeds and then they're just like failing to germinate in the ground. Like, oh my goodness, I see a sprout. It's, you know, that sort of thing. And, you know, honestly, we can discuss waiting in like every single sense there is. Like, you know, waiting for your order at Starbucks. You know, we can discuss, you know, waiting for a particularly hard situation to be over, waiting for a solution, waiting to not be sad anymore, waiting to, you know, do anything, honestly. Like what is the use of waiting? Like, what are you supposed to do while you wait? Like, because like something I heard a little bit ago is that like waiting is not like, it's not like for nothing. Like you don't just wait and just like sit still and like expect stuff to happen. Like you still have like work to do while you're waiting. And like honestly, you know, sometimes that can be the part that really is like the most triggering, because it's like you've already done so much already, and then it's like, you know, somebody tells you to wait. And like when you're trying to figure out like what it is you're supposed to be doing, like that can, it can bring up like just like an entire slew of just like WTF. For me personally, what I've learned about waiting is that waiting is going to test your emotional and mental fortitude, or at least it has tested mine. I have learned that like a lot of the work that I've had to do around waiting has been working on my mindset, my perceptions, working on the mental stories that I tell myself, managing my emotions while waiting, because let's face it, regardless of all of that, like, you know, manifestation bullcrap, like, and I'm not saying that manifestation itself is bullcrap, because I don't think that, but I do think that a lot of it, especially like a lot of the ways that people push it, can be really toxic, especially when somebody's going through like a difficult time. Like, girl, I am over here going through hell and high water. What you are not going to sit here and tell me is that I just need to be positive. Bitch. Like, anyway. So, like, I'm learning, I feel like that's kind of like a lesson that I'm learning right now, is how to be able to feel my feelings and also still understand that, like, stuff is temporary. Like, it's not forever. Like, and in the past, I've had a lot of very like all or nothing feeling, and it's also kind of something that I still struggle with. I got a lot of trauma, CPTSD, anxiety, depression. Like, I've dealt with a lot of stuff in my life that has created, you know, that thinking, as well as, you know, my upbringing. So it's like, what you say? Oh no, mama, we're not gonna come up here right now. Susu. Oh no, we're gonna stay down. Oh no, not a tantrum. Whew, okay, tantrum averted. But in any event, yeah, like, what was I saying before? Jesus, I feel like right now, like, I've had to like work a lot on like my mindset, and, you know, the toxic tendencies that tend to come out of me, you know, when things get real rough. Because not the confirmation burp, not my spirit team going, yeah, girl, get your shit together. Anyway, yeah, so I feel like waiting for me has definitely, like, especially like a long wait, like a good long wait, you know, has, especially when I've never had to deal with this sort of thing before. Like, I'm the type of person, like, no, I'm gonna get some shit done quick. I don't like to wait. I like to get things done in a timely manner as soon as possible, way before they need to get done. I'm used to being 8 to 12 steps ahead, having like 8 to 12 different things planned out, having 60 backup plans. Ooh, and life right now is like, nah, you don't need any of that. That's actually not necessary, and it's actually doing you more harm than good. And I'm sitting over here, my nervous system is like, ma'am, this is not the way we operate. All of this shit is unsafe. All of it is unsafe. So oh goodness, it's been a little rough for me having to, you know, work on my own toxic tendencies that come up. But, you know, waiting will do that to you. Waiting will bring up the limiting beliefs that you have. It will bring up the, you know, the negotiations that your ego has. And these days, at least, I feel like I'm having a little more like compassion for that part of myself, because it's like, we have operated like this for so long. It is true what they say when, like, your brain says that it just wants to keep you safe. It is trying to keep you alive. It wants you to keep doing the same things over and over again. It does not care whether those things are good for you or not. It just wants to keep you doing the same predictable ass shit. So when you are trying to do something completely different that is not predictable, that is not, that you can't, your brain can't come up with any scenarios for it. Oh my goodness, the places that your psyche will go. There have been parts of waiting that have made me feel like a toddler throwing a temper tantrum. And I have a lot of respect for my toddler. Throughout this process, like, watching myself have temper tantrums, watching myself freak the F out, watching myself like literally just lose my shit at like the tiniest little thing because I haven't been paying attention to my emotional meter and like that one tiny little, you know, dust bunny falls on top of the pile, and it's like, now there's an avalanche. And it's like, you know, I'm watching myself crash the ever living fuck out. Like, I'm punching pillows, I'm screaming at my spirit team, I'm yelling at the air, I'm cussing people out, and I don't even know who the people are. People aren't even there. I'm cussing out, you know, the energies in the room. Like, I'm losing my absolute freaking mind. Like, man, there's nothing like a spiritual journey to make you feel absolutely fucking insane. Like, legitimately nothing. Legitimately nothing. Like, dead ass. Nothing will make you feel crazier. I'll tell you that. But like, literally, I just, man, it's given me a lot of respect for toddlers, because it's like, if I, a grown ass adult, a grown ass woman who is emotionally intelligent, who knows how to regulate her emotions, who has tools to take care of herself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and I'm sitting over here losing my shit on a daily basis about not having any control, I can only imagine how a toddler feels. And even though I'm not gonna lie, it's exhausting, and I'm sure my spirit team is up there like, we need a good long rest after this one. It's just, I think it's important to have like conversations around how hard, difficult, painful it can feel to wait. Like, at this point, like, there's a really awesome creator that like I love to watch on TikTok, and I'm trying to remember his name, and I feel so bad that I cannot, but like, he's on YouTube too, so like, I'm probably gonna link him in the video, just because if you are looking for some like Virgo level, like detached, just like truths that will hurt your feelings for sure, but not in the way of like being rude. It's like, sometimes I like talking to like guys, because like, sometimes, and I mean rarely, because honestly, sometimes hearing men speak gives me the ick. But there are some men in the world who have the ability and the intelligence and the emotional intelligence, not just intelligence, but like the emotional intelligence, to be able to like give you information in a way that like literally punches through like all of the emotions straight to the gut, and like, you're gonna have feelings about it, absolutely. But like, this creator, like, something he always says is like, sit with that, and I absolutely love that. I love when he says it, because I'm like, oh, okay, but actually we can fight in the street though, but instead of fighting you, I'm just gonna sit with it. Like, okay, whatever. Like, my ego's like, actually, you could post the fuck up right now. But, you know, like, the rest of me is like, you know what? Wow, that was a sucker punch. Thank you for that. I'm actually going to turn off the video, and I'm going to sit with how you just took a sword to my solar plexus, and I'm going to deal with that for a minute, because wow, okay. It's like when you ask your guy friend for advice about the guy who you should have left a long time ago. He been cheating on you, lying to you, you know, hitting you, talking shit to you, yelling at you, calling you out of your name in text messages, and you're talking to your guy friend about it, and he like, don't ask me no stupid shit like that. Here you go, Sahaley, you can have water. And it's not like he curses at you or anything like that. He doesn't do anything like that. He's like that one male teacher that like you love, because he's just like, he has an energy that is both emotionally present and intelligent, and also like no bullshit. Like, I feel like most guys I've met in my life try to be no bullshit, but like, the way that they're being no bullshit is, one, they're full of shit. Two, they're just being assholes. They're not actually like giving you any profound advice or like, you know, truths or information. They're just being dickwads. And they hide behind, oh, I'm just real. Are you though? Are you? Anyway, whatever. That's for another day. Are you real, or are you just a dick? Because I don't see you following any of the advice that you're giving. I'm just saying. And the advice that you're giving is actually not holding up in court. So that's neither here nor there. Again, like, this creator, I feel like he's like, the way that he gets to things, as somebody with a Virgo 3rd house, the way that he communicates things is like, okay, I'll take that. It's like, you're like listening and you're like, it challenges your brain. Like, I feel like, say, Haley, stop playing with that water, girl. Drink the water and be done with it. We're not spitting water on the floor. Yeah, like, he just, the way that he communicates really gives me, like, it really, like, it just speaks to me in a way, to be honest. Let's just be real. And something he often, like, says or whatever is like, you know, sit with that. Like, he'll give you the kind of truth in, you know, like, he'll say it smoother than the butter you just put on your toast. And it will absolutely gut punch you. And he'll be like, now, if you're feeling some type of way about that, because he knows you are, he'll be like, now sit with that. Like, and he says it in, like, such a way, like, I can see his face in my mind. I love his videos. But sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm not, like, in an emotional space to, like, be with his videos, I don't watch them. Because even though I do have a Virgo 3rd house, I'm very critical of myself. I'm very critical of myself, and I grew up with a lot of critical people. So, like, when I'm in an emotional state that's, like, not receptive to, like, hearing the truth, it can come at me in a way, and my ego will twist it in a way that is just, I don't even know how to describe what I'm saying, but, like, my ego will just, like, twist it in a way that is just like, oh girl, no, absolutely not. We are not listening to any of that. And it could be an absolute truth that I need. But I am learning to actually listen to myself when I'm like, when my, you know, nervous system is like, actually, like, I don't think we can handle another hard truth today. Or at least right now, because we have not done the emotional regulation work that we need to do in order to sit with this truth. And while you may want that truth, you're going to get something else you don't want if you do this without taking time to do the emotional work that you need to do. And that was a word for me, because I actually often do that to myself. Like, I will hear a hard truth, which is like why today, like, I really want... Scoo-doo is on, baby girl. I'll be with you in a second, I promise. Mommy just has to finish her video. I know. I saw Mama finish her video, and then Mama come watch Scoo-doo with you, okay? We watch Scoo-doo. Scoo-doo. Scoo-doo is Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo. He is my all-time favorite cartoon since I was a young child, and I love that my toddler also loves Scooby-Doo now. It's a beautiful thing. I love that we get to share that together. Side note, back to the video, but, like, yeah, like, I do that often to myself. I do not, like, I'll hear a hard truth that absolutely gut punches me, and I'll just go on with my day, thinking that I can listen to another, you know, message or something or whatever, instead of just, like, allowing myself to sit with that particular message. Confirmation burp. Allowing myself to sit with that particular message and just letting myself, like, you know, get to the bottom of, like, what that means for me, what it is bringing up for me, and then just, like, doing the emotional work that it takes to, like, soothe myself after that. Because the next video that I'll be posting will be on the topic of how, you know, actually, you know what, we'll see. You'll hear about that. But, like, basically, I'm just gonna say that, like, the truth, like, one thing that people often say about the truth is that the truth hurts, and that is accurate. You know, people say the truth is neutral. It doesn't, you know, have feelings. It doesn't have an ego. It just is. And that is factual. But the truth is not neutral. It is not. It's neutral of itself. Like, the truth itself is neutral. But when I tell you it's not neutral as a human being, it is not. The truth absolutely hurts. It absolutely has emotion. It absolutely has pungency. It absolutely has, you know, the ability to just like send an earthquake through your psyche. Like, the truth is not like some light thing. It comes in light. It comes in like air. It comes in like a breeze. It comes in subtle. But just because it comes in subtle does not mean that it does not have a ripple effect. Because, child, yes, it does. The truth can have a ripple effect. And I think something that I don't do enough is allow myself to actually like be rocked, you know, by a truth. Like, allow the truth to come in subtle and cause a motherfucking upgrade. Cause a motherfucking upgrade, okay? Come on, spirit. Let the truth come in and rock your shit and cause an upgrade. Let it do that. Looking at myself, looking straight at myself. Let the truth come in and rock your shit so that it can give you an upgrade. Yes, so much to that. Damn, this video got long. I'm so sorry. This was supposed to be like a 20-30 minute video. I'm at 45 minutes. Dear God. Yes, let the truth come in and rock your shit so that it can upgrade you. Absolutely. That just made me forget my entire other point. But like, sometimes let the truth come in and be subtle and cause an earthquake. Let it cause that earthquake. Let it fuck you up. Take care of yourself in the way that it allows you to be compassionate to how you're feeling, and also to soothe yourself through that hard truth. Because the truth is not going to go anywhere. It's not going to be less truthful because it hurts you. But if you take care of yourself emotionally, if you take care of yourself physically, if you take care of yourself mentally, it allows you to move through what it is that you're going through so that you can actually take that truth and utilize it in a way that is going to upgrade you. And on that motherfucking point, on that word that I just absolutely gave to myself, let's read this poem describing the feeling of waiting. Oh, also, before I do that, I would just like to, round of applause for myself, because I stepped out of my comfort zone this week and I actually went to a Discord writers group. And I participated a lot, and it was really challenging, and you know, it was really fun to like be in community with other people. I felt like a teacher's pet because the organizer liked my poem, and I'm a big teacher's pet. I always have been, and I don't care about that. You can't make me feel bad about what I am. I know who I am. So but like, I was just really happy about that. Like, and I wrote a poem during that meeting that just really spoke to me. It really just like, sometimes the shit I be saying, sometimes the stuff that I write down sucker punches me, and it'd be like, did that really come out of me? Like, that's gotta be spirit led. Anyway, I am gonna read this poem for you guys, and then I'm gonna get on up out your hair because I done been on your screen for about a good 48 minutes, and that's too long. So excuse me, not the double confirmation burp. Anyway, I just feel like my own spirit be playing me sometimes, and it'd be like, girl, why? So Haley, hi girl, can you get that out of your mouth? Put that back in the garbage can, please. That's trash. We don't take paper out of the trash can and put it in our mouth. We don't do that. Okay. All right. So describe the feeling of waiting. Give me 1 second. Okay. If I'm going to read this, I'm going to at least need it to be a little quiet. So, okay. So I had to re-record the end of the video because of an issue that I had with like uploading. So gonna read the poem now. So sorry about that. Fun technical difficulties, we gotta love those. So we're gonna take some deep breaths, and I am going to read this poem that we have been waiting like what 48 minutes for me to read. All right, so this poem is called, sorry, let's move this a little bit. is called Describe the Feeling of Waiting. I've spent a lifetime waiting, hoping for change and having no idea what I really wanted. It's the moment between hating where you are and wanting to be somewhere else. The pain of recognition when you finally understand what your desires will cost you. Waiting is attachment in the wind, a dissolving... Hey, love. Let's stop making all that noise. See, you gotta love the technical difficulties. A dissolving of everything you were and could have been. It's sitting cross-legged on a blanket in the grass, watching the house in front of you crack at the foundation, watching the roof cave in on my precious pathos and my daughter's new kitchen set. It's the car you saved for and the fridge you break your back to fill. It's noticing where you've been self-absorbed, lying awake at night figuring out how you can release that part of you, how to integrate and alchemize it. I don't know why, but my toddler is throwing my shoes currently at my altar, and I'm just trying to take deep breaths. Child. Anyway, how to rip every undesirable thing from the clutches of your inner being as if it never existed. Waiting is a room bigger than you've ever seen, as the smallest version you have ever been, wondering how you might measure up. It's noticing all the ways you shrunk and folded to fit, while having no idea how to de-origami yourself. But sometimes you wake in the middle of the night in the dark, staring up at the endless blackness, no lights or sound, just your breath. You can't even see your hand in front of you, and it feels like spinning out of control, like G-force flying with the blinders on. Waiting is an abyss and a mountain. You are climbing and stumbling all at once. I suppose now is where I tell you how it ends, that you get to the other side. But waiting has brought me time and time again to decision after decision, to abyss and then cliff and then back again. My heart is sore and I've never felt so out of my depth. It's a Necronomicon with ever-changing rooms and doors. I figure you'll know when you found your stop. Until then, just keep boarding the bus. Keep sitting on that bench and nursing your wounds from the last ride. Don't look up, there's one coming now. It'll be here soon, just wait. And thank God that is over. As much as I love that poem, the first time that I read it, it was way more cohesive, but unfortunately, this time it was not as cohesive because, again, my toddler is literally throwing my Nike kicks into my altar and knocking stuff off of it. And she also interrupted with her screaming more than a few times, but that is okay. We are gonna take the technical difficulties, we're gonna take the weirdness, we're gonna take the, messiness and just allow it to happen. I hope that that poem gave you something to hold on to while you are waiting. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please follow Coco and Melanin on YouTube. I'm pretty much Coco and Melanin everywhere. Coco and Melanin on YouTube and Tumblr. I'll get some other socials soon, but for now that's kind of where I'm at. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, I love you, and I will see you again next Friday.